Everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Fire on Friday. My brother Fatacula on the OG Network. Ron's opinion don't matter. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully, all is well in your neighborhood. What's up, my brother Fatacula? How's it going? And Justice runs on Diesel, big brother, big gun brother. What's the name we gave Justice? John Wick.
Cheers to,
It's Justice
cheers
Wick
to
in the
Big
house.
Justice runs on Diesel. Ain't seen the brother in a hot minute since the last show. But it's always a pleasure to see that brother. Got a few people trembling in their shorts and their canvases, that's for sure. I know
My
that.
brother Justice, good to see you. And Justice, if you want to step in on the show for a little bit, whatever, you're always welcome, bro. Just say the word and we will send you the link in the chat and you can rock out with us.
As
How
always.
you feeling today, Jay?
Well, brother Ron, it's always a pleasure to see us. As I say, when we open and when we close, it's always a humbling feeling to actually be part of your world. And the fact that you have allowed me to be part of your world is always a humbling thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And on this side of the world, we just gonna sit back and enjoy what's coming. And we always look forward to Fire on Fridays because this is where we get to introduce the people to our views behind what we see, what we talk about, and how we dissect certain things. And I'm still waiting for somebody to come back and say that we are some crazy fools talking about what we talked about in the last 2 episodes. Because it ain't nobody come at us yet, and we done talked a whole lot of junk.
Nah.
So
I don't think that was an eye opener, man. I mean, if y'all didn't see last show, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. But if y'all didn't see the last Fire on Friday show, when we was talking about, and y'all know I riff and rave about government tyranny all the time. And sure enough, they had something happening in the cut that didn't nobody realize was happening. And man, all you needed was the right people in leadership, man, and that's they be coming for you.
That's right. And they opened my eyes. They opened my eyes to the point I had to agree with Ron. I had to take my hat off. Man, that hurt. That was worse than a punch in the gut.
But no, it's all good, man. It's all good. It would be. Thank y'all for coming on the show. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Appreciate it very much. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Appreciate it. Yolanda Green.
Yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Here's what happens when you hit the like button. When you hit the like button, you tend to see us come on screen a lot more often. With some all crazy other stuff. Some stuff make you laugh. Some stuff make you go, or just you just can share it and let somebody else agree. Like these two are fools here, but they're scary. Why not? It's okay to like it. The thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you. Look, if you don't thumbs up it, you don't get to hear Ron talking about his promotional code for the company that he provides. Some talk about.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all check out those top to bottom organics. Real talk, that body wash, that car freshener, air freshness, all that good stuff. OG Network 26 promo code, get discount, 15%, $35 spent. Just check out there. If you're not sure where to go right to the link on right on my channel. Take you right to the store. But listen,
you are most welcome. We thank you for stopping on.
Yes. Check this out, right, y'all. I was looking at something personally that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like guns, and people, Jay like guns, I like guns. I'm quite sure if you're into guns, you like guns. If you don't like guns, I feel sorry for you. But I was looking at something from B&H Arms, and not saying it was just something I like the look of it. This ain't about the functionality of the gun, nothing like this. It was just the plain old look. And these are shotguns that I usually don't really like. That wood style shotgun, that's not for me, but this one was like, it kind of caught my attention. I was like, oh, this kind of looks kind of nice. So we're probably gonna get into that. And I got a question for those that are in the chat right now. If y'all in the chat, whatever, this is something. This is something I wanted to know, and this is just I thought about this earlier, but I didn't. What type of trigger do you prefer?
Ooh, good question.
Hairline, and I'm talking about the pull, like a hairline trigger, not hairline trigger. How much pull do you know? What are the words I'm looking for? Why am I running the blank right now?
Because that's what we do.
How much trigger pull do you prefer?
You got a lot of feedback.
Huh?
Why we got feedback?
I don't know.
I got nothing on my side.
Yeah, I don't see nothing over here neither. Well, I think maybe you get feedback. I don't hear feedback. You hear feedback. I don't hear feedback.
Well, maybe. Low. Hey, got it.
No.
Nope. Here we good.
But yeah, man. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But what you want to get into first? Which one you wanted to get into first, Jay?
Look, it don't matter to me none. You can pick it, you can run it, because what I have here for today's show, you know, as we always do, is it useful or not? We kind of had a lot of fun with that a couple of times.
So Justice says flat face, 3 1/8 pound.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
See, Justice be just throwing stuff in there.
Ooh.
That experience real quick on it.
That's almost that. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be mistaken, he said flat face 3 1/8 pound Diesel. Or Giselle, I'm gonna call it.
I wasn't sure how you pronounce it. Gazelle. I don't know.
Gazelle.
Okay.
Now, that if I'm not mistaken, 3/8 pound. That's to make sure you get full power. I could be mistaken. To get full power and minimal recoil. I could be wrong, but Justice, if you're listening, just re-clarify that. Is it for the recoil, to minimize the recoil and give you that extra power and that firm pull for the spring inside that actual hand, that hand pistol or rifle? Because I believe they can make it in both, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a special order in the pistol. Because I think Smith and Wesson, no, it was Smith and Wesson or Heckler Koch. One of those two, either Heckler Koch or Smith and Wesson had it in a rifle, an AR form, AR platform rifle, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be mistaken because it's been a long time since I heard about it. But Justice runs on Diesel. He always comes up with some good stuff, make my mind start running in circles, trying to remember some of the stuff I've seen years ago. Much more, Chris. You want to break clean? No creep. Yeah. Okay. Much more, Chris.
Now, okay. Since Justice is on, he's in the chat right now. Now, and Jay, I'm gonna ask you this question because this is something I wonder too. Does that make a difference? How much does that affect how fast you move your finger?
Well, it makes a lot.
How does that correlate? How does that correlate together? Like how?
Well, first,
if you got a semi-automatic and you pull your trigger pull, how fast you can.
Right.
How much does that affect? Because I'm quite sure that's going to have to change based on the person. Like that dynamics is going to have to change on the person, of course. But like, how much does that affect the speed of your trigger pull if you're a person that want to try to fire a whole lot of rounds at a fast pace?
All right. Well, let's take it. Let's take it in the real simplest form. If you you like to go to the gun range, and you are very what's the right word here? Very particular when it comes to your weapons, and you have, if I remember correctly, you had said before that you had some type of trouble with a trigger, with the not the trigger, with the pistol over the rifle some time ago, with the way your hands.
Right.
So if we look at how your pull is more firm, straight like that, right? You got this action going. and you always had that. So now we're going to, you have arthritis. So your arthritis now is a little bit more harder for you to pull. That trigger, on the other hand, now gives you that extra oomph that you don't need the power in your finger, but yet it gives you that power to feel that oomph behind that pull. So it really helps the actual pull of the finger. And this is for like, if I remember correctly, also, I don't know if you ever seen, because again, that just blew my head with a whole lot of information. And if you ever seen pellet, what they call gun pellet, paintballing.
Right.
And when you watching guys and girls paintballing, you see that's how they're shooting, because the triggers on those air guns don't move that fast. So they're constantly doing this. So eventually, if they go from that to an actual firearm, they can't pull that trigger that fast. So a nice heavy trigger will give you that clean. You don't have to be concerned about you need to apply all that pressure, because most of the pressure is already there. So it's more of a soft touch. So you can get that, like as Justice said, I'm gonna quote him on that. We'll get that crisp feel to it, right? And no creep, meaning it's not sluggish. Okay, it's not dragging to go up, and because of course you got to remember it has that curve, so that curve doesn't drag. Right word drag, it doesn't drag inside the I want to call it the guide, which is where you actually put a
your finger go through. I know what you mean, yeah.
So you don't have that drag to pull up. It's more easy, it's more clean, more precise. I want to use the word. It makes things a whole lot better, especially if you're either into shooting fast, or if you're into target practicing, or if you're that type of person that has the ability to shoot at I want to call it a 20-degree angle, because that means you're pulling out and you're firing. Like recently I found somebody that believes that if you rack, you should be able to fire right away. So you rack and fire. So that 3 1/8 crisp pound pull on the Gisele would help a hell of a lot when you're doing that mannerism, because you're able to rack and fire at the same time, because you got that perfect pull. My bad.
Justice put something in there, and I actually, I was watching a video with somebody, the force reset, which I think is great on a gun. You said force reset trigger speeds, triggers the speed rate of your fire. Now, I think honestly, I was watching somebody and they were talking about the reset on the force reset on their gun, and I noticed how quick they was, because I guess the spring is forcing it back good so fast that he was just pop, 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 pop. And my thing, I guess that's the biggest difference between how much money you spend on a firearm too.
Right, because you want to be able to have that spring come back so that the firing pin falls into its place much more faster and much more accurate. So the weight of the trigger.
My Ruger, I don't. That's the one thing I'm not a fan of, is the trigger, because it has that safety trigger, that double safety trigger on there, and I'm not gonna change it because it ain't that serious, but I don't like it. I think that that double safety trigger is an issue in a self-defense situation. I don't like it.
Well, there's ways around it. Once you get to learn how that safety works, you can manipulate the safety to be non-existent.
Yeah, I honestly think, and don't get me wrong, I know why they make it. I know why they put it there, but I also feel like for a person at some point, that's just another obstacle in a self-defense situation.
Well, yeah, especially for a person who doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah. I just feel like it's another obstacle. I mean, it's there, it's fine. I mean, unless I go and have the trigger, changed on there or something like that, I'm fine with it the way it is. It's just that will take a little bit. That's why, again, like we were talking about, you need to, have some type of training, practice, whatever, so you're comfortable enough with the firearm that you have. If it ever comes down to that, hopefully never does, that you're not that you don't have an issue with that, because if your hand ain't positioned right, it won't fire. If your
Right.
finger ain't positioned right, it won't fire.
You know, and that was a very good question, because I honestly, I don't even factor that in when it comes to weapons. I really have not ever done it. I've always gone with, I have a very good finger to fire. So whether I need to fire fast, whether I need to fire slow, the trigger never made a difference, because I always found a way to manipulate the actual trigger to work to my benefit anyway. And usually I'm not trying to shoot I'm not trying to let go through after the third round. I'm not trying to let you come back up. So there's no reason to do anything after the third round. So
I didn't really particularly care. Yeah, that water went down the wrong pipe.
Well, you better start looking up before you start passing out. Man, we don't need that. Well, this live will jump up to 1,000 people real quick watching you pass out. They're gonna be like, finally, he dead. That son of a bitch is dead. We ain't gotta worry about him talking about no government tyranny no more.
Yeah, it was that was just a good. It was just something that ran through my head or whatever. But
it's a good question, because that's something that I have not. I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, but you know, just anyway. So which one are we looking at here?
You can pick any which one you want. This is gonna be, is it useful or not?
All right, so let's bring this to the stage.
2,600 grain lead hollow point. This is the largest sporting rifle ever made. This thing makes a 50 BMG look like a 22 plinking rifle. We don't have one, but two zombie torsos.
Okay, it's useful. What's your point? All right, let me finish the video, y'all. My fault.
You see, hold on, before you finish, because you gotta remember, we gotta be careful with the sound. I know I watch these videos already. The sound is like it's there, but it's not as
loud
as often. You're the best to me.
I'm gonna turn the sound. I'm gonna turn his sound down some more.
Oh. Did you see the size of that bullet?
Here we go. We have a giant hole right here, and then we have pretty big hole out the back. Now here, there's just two zombie heads. So I say, and we take one more shot.
Now you can let the sound go. It's only it ain't got. I don't think it's gonna be that much.
Hold up.
Number two is a lot worse off. This is a 2,600 grain lead hollow point. This is the largest sporting rifle ever made. This thing makes a 50 BMG look like a 22 plinking rifle. We don't have.
So at 200, hold on. Let's get this right.
This is a 2,000.
2,000. Hold on. I want to see this. I want to make sure I got this number right. 2,600 grain. 2,600 grain hollow point.
So the question was, is it useful or not?
Yes.
Definitely useful.
Hold on now. like really 2,600 grain? Like what are you shooting that you need that much explosion behind the bullet? What are you hitting? What are you hitting? What and got? Look, you turn around. You don't get off my property. It's the bullet I'm gonna hit you with. I think they'll start running when they look at the bullet, because they'll say it's fake.
You hitting everything in its path.
And that's everything.
That thing don't. It look like it won't stop until tomorrow.
That look. When I first seen that, the first thing I thought of was 8 elephants, full size grown, all male elephants, all laying down with one bullet hole going through each one of them. That's the first thing I thought of. And I said, ain't this a stinking Lincoln?
Yeah, I want one.
I said, gee whiz. I said, Ron is gonna love this one. He
Yeah,
gonna love
Mama.
this one. What we got here?
I mean, you think about it. Let's just say a tank start riding down your street attacking people. You never
Look.
know.
Look, if you got a tank coming down your street besides the one that's sitting in my yard, you got a problem. I'm gonna put it like that.
Oh man, let me tell you something. That yeah, I
Oh,
definitely.
okay.
So you don't think it's useful?
No, no, that's not what I said. Yeah, I'm stuttering for a reason. I say it's totally. Look, I just want to. I'm going to put it back up because I want you to see.
And
Because
you might demo. You might need to demo
This
a
is
house.
the largest.
You might need to demo a house.
Yeah,
Look at
demo a
that.
house, but you love this thing here. This, and this is why I had to. I wanted you to see this. All right, this is a big guy. Yeah, I follow this guy, Justice Run
Yeah,
on
I
Diesel.
do too.
Now, because Justice said, KY Ballistics. Y'all like KY Ballistics? Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's funny.
Now, I just want you to, for a quick moment here, let's look at how his body moves. And like the bug in the building, always a pleasure, brother. Glad to see
It's
you okay.
absolutely excessive.
Hell stinking now. Look at the way his shoulder moves. Look at that. Can you picture Ron? Can you picture Ron saying that he wants to feel the kick? I could just see Ron going like this. Yeah, that felt real good. While Ron is trying to massage his shoulder. Look at that thing.
Give me some more.
Now, I gotta say, if this is,
Look at that mess.
Damage. We got 2 zombie heads. So I say, and we take one more shot.
look how far back he leaned. Look at, first of all, let's understand something. He's got a tripod underneath this thing. He doesn't have. He's got a maybe a 4 to 5 foot tripod sitting under this thing to just manage the amount of power that's pumping through that damn barrel.
I got a question. Would you shoulder it?
Oh, see. Every time I've said this to you once before, Ron, and I say it again. When you come up with these things, you'd be surprised what I have in the back pocket. So we're gonna hold that thought there for a moment. Would he shoulder host it? So let's
I believe this is contestant number 1. Number 2 is a lot worse off.
Would you?
500 Smith & Wesson. It's absolutely excessive. It's not excessive. I like that thing, and like he said, it's much more powerful than a 50 BMG. Yes. And the reason why I find it to be useful is let's not forget how, and Justice here probably remember this or knows about this. At one time, they thought that the 50 BMG was the only rifle that can actually stop a vehicle from moving. Because, of course, once you pierce that motor, that vehicle's not moving anymore. But now we see that this guy has come up and shown us something that has 2,600 grain with a hollow point. That thing is obliterating a motor. The motor will wind up in the trunk of the car as it's moving forward. And the 2 people or the 3 people or the 18 people sitting in the car will all have holes inside them as they fall out, like if there was ants coming out of an anthill. Okay?
That's a big bullet.
That's not a big bullet. That's a monster killer. Listen, that's to take down a whale when a whale jumps out the ocean. And I'm not talking about I ain't talking about a basic whale. I'm talking about the largest whale, which is a sperm whale, jumping out the ocean that bullet is supposed to come out, go in its mouth, out its tail, and split it in half. That's what that damn
It's not bigger than my bullet.
No. I think it's bigger than your bullet. That's not even a real bullet. That's your coffee cup.
It ain't bigger than my bullet. Could you imagine if this was really a bullet? And I mean, I know that there's stuff that they put stuff in there, but could you imagine if this was really?
I guess you keep forgetting about what the bullets inside the damn tanks look like, right?
Yeah, I know. Imagine you load this inside of a tank like.
Listen, them things is just straight ridiculously huge, man, and those can fill the bullet.
It's just a drinking thermos.
I know. I've seen that. I've seen those before. I've seen those.
You seen one before, and you ain't buy me one?
Look, I was already out of the state. You know, down here they have all kind of crazy stuff, man. They got stuff down here that flea market is a beautiful thing down here.
Yeah. I ain't been to the flea market in a while.
You'd be surprised you'd be surprised what you can find in the flea market down here. You'd be surprised.
Here never have guns, so I don't want to go.
Well, down here you can get a few things. I'm not gonna tell you what you can. It's around that paradigm, though. you go to the right one, you'll come around that one. Because they believe that everybody should have theirs, and they're gonna sell it. They don't want no more.
So I agree, it's useful. That gun's useful.
I'm gonna second that and say that it is useful. And whoever does own one or gets one better have a deep pocket. Because I was reading one of the comments, and one of the comments said that one bullet was $2,500. One bullet. So if you got a habit of wasting bullets, boy, you better have a deep pocket.
$2,500 for a bullet.
That's what one of the comments was saying. $2,500.
Okay.
I don't know how true it is.
Yeah. What was the caliber of it?
I don't remember.
I don't know. 2,600 grain bullet.
2,600 grain bullet. It should be the .950 JDJ rifle. The designer is J.D. Jones of SSK Industries. The bullet weight 2,600 to over 3,600 grains. 3,600 grain. Gee whizzes. The muzzle velocity is 2,200 feet per second. Do you understand what 2,200 feet per second is? At 28,000 feet, a pound of force.
They said the bullet weighs 5 pounds. And maybe I'm not reading it right.
That thing goes from.
Oh no, the bullet. That's expensive as hell still, but the bullets are $35 to $40 a bullet, which is ridiculous.
No, it's not.
No, that's ridiculous.
No, it's not. Not for that, but not for that one.
Well, he said the rifle ain't that expensive though.
It's no, I don't think so.
No, on here I'm looking at it, it says about $8,000, but that's a single. That's because it's a single shot. It's not like a semi-automatic and stuff like that. So,
right.
I think it's just a single shot. So, man, that's $35, $40 a bullet. That's the gun you can't even let your friends shoot. You be like, nah.
You could just look at it, just touch it.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta set the gun up, right? And you gotta get a long, solid pole that's about 10 feet long. Ride it through the gun, right? 5 people stand on one side, 5 people stand on, and as soon as you say pull, you all pull back at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
Once you shot that one bullet, all right, no more. We just spent $40.
Y'all had your chance. Get out of here now.
I'd rather have a Barrett 50 BMG made right here in Tennessee. That's what I want. I like honestly speaking, like a 50 BMG. Of course, y'all know that's like my dream gun.
Yeah.
What we
Yeah,
shooting for $35 a bullet?
Not for no $35 a bullet. Hell stinking no. No, no, no.
Yeah, that's like you think about it. 50 BMG bullets are expensive, and I'm not sure exactly range, but I think they're anywhere from like $5 to $7 or something like that, and that's expensive. Let me just look at your.
Think for yourself. What we're talking about is called the JDJ Fat Mac 950, which has a bullet that has 2,600 grains in it. And
That's a lot of money, though, bro.
Let's 28,000 feet.
Yeah,
Let me read this correctly. 28,000 foot-pounds of force. 28,000 foot-pound force.
Man.
You know what that remind me of? This is going to sound kind of stupid, and I don't care. When I was a kid growing up, I remember there was always a cartoon. There was a cartoon called The Magpies, right? Some of y'all don't know what it is. They changed the name from the Magpies to Heckle and Jekyll. Most people remember a cartoon called Heckle and Jekyll, but the original one is called The Magpies. And in the Magpies, they always had this famous thing. This is where I think Bugs Bunny copied it: sticking the finger inside the barrel and watching the barrel get shot and the thing explodes. I listened to this 28,000 foot-pounds of force, 2,600 grain bullet. All I think about is that bullet being shot right down the barrel of a tank and watching everybody inside that tank just get obliterated. That's it. You talk about destroying everybody inside a tank with one bullet,
and then
and
it's solid brass.
What?
And it's solid brass, so the shrapnel alone, if it hits something solid and it's shrapnel alone,
yeah. So everybody inside that tank, everybody in that tank is straight full of holes.
That's crazy. That's expensive. $40 a bullet. But I mean, even I'm looking at 50 BMG. They're anywhere from $350 to $10 a bullet, and that's a 50 BMG.
Right. So on the high end is $10. This one's already starting at freaking $50.
Huh?
This bullet's starting at $50.
Yeah, I'm not paying no $40 and $35, $40 a bullet, $50 a bullet.
Well, you're not planning. You ain't planning to blow up any freaking.
First of all, I mean, it's bad enough. Where would you shoot?
Trucks or stuff like that?
I mean, unless you somebody like Justice who got land where you can, shoot. But I don't. Where I live at, I'll never be able to use it. I don't even. Honestly speaking, I'll never really be able to shoot a 50 BMG where I live at. I gotta go somewhere and shoot it.
The better question is, what are you shooting that you need that big ass gun for?
We get helicopters around here sometimes.
You bet that's gonna blow 3 helicopters out of the sky easily.
Nah, I want to shoot it. I want to own one and I want to shoot it. I mean, there's places I could go.
Did he just say he wanted to shoot the? Hold on now. See, Ron. I said it. I said it over. I said it over and over and over again. Ron, you asked for things that is running in my head, and I don't like the fact that we are thinking in sync to that magnitude. All right, it's a little disturbing when you do that. Honestly, I got to double check something before you play the next one.
That's cool. But yeah, I would honestly, that's a 50 BMG semi-automatic is what I want. It's what I want.
I know that's what you want.
And if 12,000 people donated $1 to my channel, I would have one.
This is an Onzio bolt action.
Hold on, where is the?
If you had an option right now, Jay, to get any firearm that you wanted, like what would be your choice?
A firearm as far as a pistol or a rifle?
One or the other. I mean, well, let's do it this way: pistol, rifle, shotgun. Right? You got the option to get three. You got an option to get 3 guns across the board. Right? It doesn't matter what they are. 3 options. Doesn't matter what they are. What will be your 3 options?
I'm gonna have to say, as far as okay, that's a yes, love. I'm gonna have to say, as far as a pistol concerned, only because I really, really like the look of it, I would have to go back to the Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum 8-inch barrel with a pearl handle. That's
Okay.
just
your one.
that's my pistol. As far as a rifle, if the money was there, yeah, it would definitely have to be that one that I showed you the some time ago, which is
with that multicolored. No, that
Yeah.
wasn't a rifle. That was
that
was like a mini rifle, wasn't it? No, I don't. It wasn't a rifle. That was.
I
See,
think
that's
it's a TK.
I can't really
TK.
consider that.
I forgot what
It
it is.
looked like an Uzi almost, really.
I don't like Uzis. Uzis to me are wasteful. They wasteful.
No, I'm
But
saying
this-
that gun. It remind you kind of the shape of an Uzi, I guess. I don't remember now. It's been a while. But you talking about the one that had like the multicolors on the and it wasn't that big though. It was like a mini. I guess a mini rifle. I don't know. I forget what it was called, but it was a.
The one I'm referring to is the the LR8. I think it's called LR8.
LR8.
Yeah, the L8 assault rifle.
That's the same one that I was saying I liked the black and gold, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
only because of the design that it has. I like it. I really, really like it for me because I like the style. It reminds me of something that I've used before. So it's a L85 British assault rifle. They don't.
You said 350.
Huh?
Now I'm think for yourself is like 357 Magnum. Justice said and he said the same, similar to the same
Chiappa.
thing. What's it? A chopper? How you say that? Chopper?
I look like saying Chiappa.
A Chiappa for 357. I hope I'm saying it right.
357 Magnums. That's with a pearl handle. That's like a collector's item. That's why I would like it. I mean, I had one when I was a kid, so that's my go-to. And as far as shotgun's concerned, I'm not leaving the Mossberg family. I'm not.
I already knew you was gonna go there.
The Mossberg family, especially now with the Mossberg now going back into making pistols.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still waiting.
I knew you was gonna go back. I knew you was gonna go back to the Mossberg. That one was almost a give me with that one.
Mossberg for me is always Mossberg. I don't care what, and I don't think that for me, this is just me, and my opinion does matter. For me, I don't think anybody, there's not a shotgun out there that can beat a Mossberg. Mossberg came up with the first idea of a breech shotgun. They go back so many years, it's disgusting. The Rhino Chopper make it. Look up the Rhino. Okay, so I'm gonna look this up. Oh, my bad. I was actually looking for something else, but it kind of. But
You, the biggest.
okay, so Whenever you're ready, Ron. I'm gonna look up this Chiappa, the Chiappa, Rhino Chiappa.
All right, while we run this one.
Yeah.
I present to you the biggest, most ridiculous shoulder fire rifle ever created, the 4-bore rifle. 2,150 grains, 1 inch in diameter. There we go. Right here, and surprisingly, that giant round actually dented the steel. But now I want to see what happens when we hit some cinder block with it. The 4-bore complete cinder block. All right.
I just.
All right, for those that don't know, we try not to have too much of the sound in there because YouTube gets funny about it. But
Right.
the question again comes back to what we a lot of time we throw into the show: useful or not? Yes. Clearly, this gun and the gun before that was designed for demolition, right? So if you have to tear down a building, there you go. You got the right weapon for the job. You see how it just broke up the concrete, the cinder block bricks? Hey.
Flawlessly.
So if you got a brick wall you need to tear down, there you go. You need one of these firearms to do it.
That thing was extremely beautiful.
Yes, it was. And here's the funny thing is, would I buy that? Probably not. I'm not a fan of that wood look on guns. I don't know why. For some reason it just reminds me of an old timer's gun.
But now it's an old timer's gun because it's a classic. That's what makes the wood. That's the wood grain is for classic look. That's what it is.
Right. I get that. Now, the funny thing of it is that, but yet there is one just because of the way it looks, I want it. And that's one that I sent you. Is the video of the B&H Arms?
B&H Arms, yeah. But see now that
it actually has the engravements on it.
Right.
It's actually with a wood look.
It is.
Only for the look. I don't know operational wise. I mean, honestly, I can't say that because I already have one in that firearm. So honestly, and I like it. I like that firearm a lot.
Okay.
So I mean,
I gotta say it like this. That one there, yeah. I would definitely have to say that I would like it and I would get it.
Would you shoulder it?
Absolutely not.
Why not? You gotta do it. If you get a hot power gun like that, right? You gotta shoulder it at least once.
No.
You can't have a gun that kick you that with that much kick and not see what the kick feel like.
That kick is worse than a donkey's kick. Okay. I don't even think a kangaroo got a stronger kick than that damn gun does.
Didn't he shoulder it?
You see his size? And you see how his body moved?
Hold on. Let me go back.
He from the military weighing about a good 325. Muscle. You feel if you forget that I'm fat chatula for a reason? I'm a fat man. I ain't got muscles no more. Look at how they look at look. His whole arm comes off the damn thing for a reason.
Look how far you go back.
Look at his arm. Look at it. You see that slow-mo, his shoulder? It's like his whole shoulder gets dislocated for a reason. You crazy. No, I ain't shoulder hosting that thing. Hell no. I'm going to put that thing right up against a freaking steel plate, up against a wall, up against a tractor trailer. Make sure that the damn trailer has a damn tank holding behind it. and maybe just then I'll pull the trigger.
Yeah, he fired that firearm. And next thing you know, he was at his neighbor's front door. Neighbor's like, "Why are you here?" He's,
and his neighbor
"You see
lives
how
a
far
mile
you
down the
went
road.
back?"
A mile down the road is where his neighbor lives at.
You know what it remind me of? You know the cartoon Sam and Sam when he would shoot at the ground
Yeah.
and then lift him up.
Lift them up, blow them up. Yeah. Man, shit.
Hey,
All right.
look,
So we both
you
agree.
can take it. You can catch it. You can go to Delta and catch a flight, or you can shoot that one time and fly too.
That thing's gonna fly you to wherever you gotta go much more faster than the freaking fighter jet.
Yeah,
I think that thing actually knocks out the track, what they call it, the speed, the sound of speed, the speed of sound, something like that. I think that thing overtook that very comfortably.
Yeah, I would do it. I would shoulder it.
Justice says same guy had a 50 BMG blow up in his face. I don't doubt it.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't doubt it.
Hey, look.
Did we watch it?
Grade lead.
We saw that one.
Yeah.
I just want to take the ones that we saw already. All right. So 2 useful so far?
Oh yeah. All on.
All right.
Even though we can't find why we would use it.
Now, I think this is the one where you had said that you wanted to shoot helicopters, right?
Yeah.
You said you got helicopters flying around your neighborhood and you just want to shoot them, right? Take a look at this one. We're gonna see if this was useful or not.
This is an Onzio bolt-action suppressed 20mm sniper rifle. This is 20mm Vulcan. And
okay, let me stop right there. This guy loves big bullets. It's safe to say. He loves anything that has a bullet bigger than his hand or the size of his hand. Do you not see the size of this damn bullet? It covers his whole freaking mouth from left to right, from top to bottom. Covers his whole mouth. That's one big ass bullet.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Like,
What?
and it's a sniper's rifle. What the hell is you shooting at that you need the sniper's rifle platform? But let's take a watch.
No, you gotta think about it. Let's watch video and I'll explain to you what you need it for.
All right.
And this is a 1500 grain projectile. And I have 2 rounds loaded up in our box mag.
Look at that.
Holy cow! I'll tell you what, let's see what would happen if he had a little bit of body armor. Let's give him a fighting chance. This is a Fortis level 3+ plate. Let's see what happens when we hit it with a 20mm sniper. Oh! Oh! I'm gonna say that body armor really isn't gonna help the zombie much. Hit right there, and then obviously we blew all through the back.
Well,
you know what's funny? I remember they was talking about this body armor that stops a 50 BMG, right? And all I kept thinking about was it might stop the 50 BMG from going through you. That just only means that the impact is going to crush everything inside your body. That's exactly what I just saw.
Now, with that particular projectile, it pierced the actual plate. It went through the plate.
Right.
Hence the reason why it had that big wide opening in the back.
Right.
So, I'm sure you have shot things, watched them explode on the opposite side. I know you have. I have plenty of times. If the plate itself already had a massive 18-inch hole behind it,
You need Kevlar times 10.
it's safe to say that projectile is going through a tank,
Listen,
a plane, a helicopter, a boat, a ship.
I don't even want projector. You know what I need? I need a stunt double.
You definitely gonna need a stunt double for that damn projectile. Woo!
Yeah, that man, woo, that's powerful.
All right, so the main question is, useful or not?
Then you really have to ask. You never know. There might be it might be 500 bears coming after you at one time.
They better be all running in one line.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, right? Is it useful? I'm going to explain to you why it may be useful. Actually, all of these guns are useful. Let's just say for some reason there's an army marching towards you, and they're all marching in the same row, like down the same line, and they come in attack. Let's say there's a narrow path, and they all got to come in one by one right behind each other. All you got to do is fire one at the right time, and you're going to get everybody in line. And guess what? The bullet's going to travel around the earth and come back again and hit you in the back. No, I'm just kidding around, but yeah, it's definitely useful. Everybody should have one.
Well, you know, I go back to this famous phrase that I have now welcomed into my world very comfortably: tyranny. So if they chose to come at me and I got something like that, you can best believe they're all going to turn around and go the opposite way, because no vehicle is going to be able to come out. They're just going to see that big ass hole and they're going to be like, "Oh hell no, no, y'all go after that crazy something bitch. We didn't know that some bitch had something like that. No."
And that's exactly why the government's not supposed to know. Because if they know what you have, then they know how to come after you.
Well, shit, even if they know what even if they knew we had that, they still ain't coming. They can't come at me. Look,
they can try.
If they came in a Toyota Corolla, the Toyota Corolla becomes a Datsun B210. That's how small.
First of all, if you come to get me in the Toyota Corolla, you should be shot. I don't care what I got. I don't care if I got a slingshot. If you come to get me in a Toyota Corolla, I don't care if I got a paintball gun, you should be. If you come to get somebody in a Toyota Corolla, shame on you.
You gotta be
imagine that the police.
You gotta be inconspicuous.
Law enforcement shows up and they in the Toyota Corolla.
You won't be expecting them to roll up in the Toyota Corolla. That's why they came.
Guess what? They roll up. They ain't rolling out.
That thing will become a sardine can quick.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you roll up in a Toyota Corolla, you know what? That means that you should get your behind beat. You know how they take a big piece of paper and they roll it up in the hand and just start hitting you. That's how you supposed to go out there as a police officer. You come in there with a Toyota Corolla, like really?
Hey, listen. They got to be inconspicuous. They can't let you know they're coming. They got to come with something that we would not believe they're coming. But the moment they put that flashing light on there, oh, it's over. Tin can. It's going to be looking like a junkyard real quick and fast. Tires be upside down. Tires going the opposite direction. Doors flying off.
If they was to come get me in a Toyota Corolla, at that moment, I got to downsize my gun. Like, wait a minute. Let me go get the 22 to take care of this Toyota.
That's unfair.
I thought we was about to go to battle. I come out there with the 50 BMG and then I see a Toyota Corolla. Now they gotta go get the slingshot.
They roll up in the Toyota and on the very top of the Toyota, right on the front glass, it says SWAT. Then what?
and I'm gonna come out there and say diggity squat.
All right, so we got another one. We got another one that we agree on.
Onzio.
Oh my goodness gracious! All right, let's go with this one.
Gun carries
all,
23.
Real talk.
Okay.
Before we get to hold on. First of all, if you even put if I want y'all to think about this. Let's just say you in police law enforcement, right? And y'all getting ready to go to raid somebody, and they tell you to put SWAT on a Toyota Corolla. Whoever tell you that is trying to get you killed.
Well, you know, well, Ron.
I mean, think about it. If listen, I am not taking no instructions from. If you my boss and you hand me a sign and say put this SWAT thing on a Toyota Corolla, what you trying to get me killed? You might as well just tell me I'm fired now. Why you gotta do this? Just say I'm fired. A Toyota Corolla.
So hold on. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Give me 30 seconds.
Well, I am not wasting. I'm not wasting no $10 bullet on a $5 car.
Oh my goodness gracious!
A
So
Toyota Corolla. You gonna waste a $50 a $10 50 BMG bullet on a $5 car? No, we ain't doing that. No, you know what, Jay? You wrong. I don't even know why you brought these. This is not even considered law enforcement. I don't even know. These are just people that wear uniforms.
But you said
They're not even law enforcement.
I'm only going with what you said. You said a Toyota. That is a legitimate police car with special forces.
And see all those pretty colors? That's an indication. First of all, look at this. I want y'all to look at this picture. You know, listen, you already know that it's going to make that gay sounding alarm. It's not even like, woo, woo, woo. It's, look at all those colors. That don't even look like a car. That look like target practice.
But you
and look at those uniforms. They don't look like they law enforcement. I want y'all to look at these uniforms. Tell me, or they look like do they not look like they're trying out for the next Avengers movie?
Come on, it's not fair to be insulting the police from one of those countries.
They're not. If I'm not mistaken, they're not even allowed to have firearms, are they?
No, this is what I'm trying to say. This is a special. These are the special units are the only ones that have actual firearms.
I knew that was. See, this is. And my thing is this: you signed. I want y'all to think about this, and I'm not. You decided to go in law enforcement like this against criminals who have all types of stuff.
Yeah.
I can. You in law enforcement, criminals got guns, all types of crazy stuff. You gonna what are you defending? What are you? You're not even a threat.
But we gotta understand it's that's what they roll up with. You know, you gotta respect what they roll up with.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest. That's
look. The better question is how you gonna fit inside this. You 300 pounds. Hell, I'm 6'3", 300 plus pounds. Where the hell am I fitting in there?
Whatever. What country is this?
I'm not gonna tell you. But again, that's a SWAT vehicle.
Is that British?
I'm not gonna
Is that
tell you.
freedom?
I'm not gonna tell you.
But anyway, all I know is this: if they ain't got no firearm and they ain't got no guns, you are not law enforcement. To me, you are not even law enforcement if you don't have no type of firearm. All you are, we got those same people in America right now, and they call security guards.
Okay,
Even security guards.
I know we're stepping away with what we talked about, what we're supposed to focus on.
Right.
There is a certain police department out there that carries no firearm whatsoever. I'm telling you right now, there's
You can't. I don't see you being in law enforcement if you don't have no good decent. If you don't have a weapon like a firearm like that, what are you stopping?
Hey, it's the way it is.
And then the one lady on that one looked like she was easily 70 years old.
Yeah.
So what do you? So you just let somebody tell you you're law enforcement and put you out there to chase criminals.
Hey, in other countries it's got to be that way.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I have to show you something.
Go ahead.
And I need your opinion on this one. Useful or not, because Justice had mentioned it, and I forgot. I almost forgot.
You said Justice mentioned it. All right.
Yeah,
I know it's not gonna be you.
I almost forgot, but I don't want him to think I forgot.
Oh man.
Is that thing pretty or what?
Yes, it is. It's sexy.
Is that
Looks expensive though.
Is that pretty or what?
Yeah. But where's the bullet come out at? That threw me off for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. What is that? A 22?
Hell stinking no.
357? Oh, 44. 44 mag. It's nice though, man. Wow, you plan on buying that for me? I appreciate you, Jay. You're a wonderful guy, man. I tell you, man. You're amazing.
With all the stocks that you actually told me about and all the dividends, I think I'm gonna have to spend that $2,000 just for you.
It's $2,000.
$2,000.
Oh yeah. Whoa, man. That's
Rhino 44.
It's nice.
Clint Eastwood would be embarrassed.
It's nice though. I ain't gonna lie. That thing is nice.
Look, all of them, they all look nice. They got black, gold, silver, white. I think it has a white pearl on it. Man, no.
See, but the whole thing's out of my price.
No. Rhino to me is a no. It's a collector's item, not for firing. No. No.
You wouldn't shoot it once?
Nope. No. I don't want no dirtiness in it whatsoever because that thing is way too pretty. Because when they find it, they're going to turn around and be like, okay, you didn't fire it? Nope. Just because.
I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice.
All right. So with nice, we got to go to this one.
No $30 blizzard.
Over the last 5 years, I have tried to introduce a new big ridiculous gun. So this year, let me introduce you to the Kraken. The original Nock volley guns had 7 barrels and they fired a 50 to 52 caliber lead ball. Nock volley gun was used between the 1780s and the 1790s. It's a good thing that I do because the Kraken is much, much bigger than the original Nock volley gun. The Kraken has 7 barrels that are 62 caliber instead of 52 caliber.
Okay. Let's pause for a moment. What the hell do you need 7 62 caliber rounds coming out at the same time for?
If you're shooting a clock and you want to hit as many numbers as possible and the clock is round.
That is behemoth. Let us continue.
Maybe
We're going to be firing over
trying to shoot a
2,300
stop
grains
sign.
of lead in a single trigger pull. This thing is producing 340 pounds of recoil. My goodness! The time has come. We are all loaded
Oh, I'm
up.
sorry.
Each barrel on the outside is loaded with 60
He
grains
said
of black powder,
recoil.
ball of sodas, and I have the Kraken loaded back up with 7 more 61 caliber balls. Golly! Knock volley gun to have a much bigger spread, and we're going to hit this brown sugar glazed hand.
Do you see the shoulder movement?
Go back.
We have some bulletproof glass next, and we're going to shoot it with the Kraken.
Don't do it.
Do you see his shoulder literally leave his body? His shoulder said, I'm out. His bicep said, I'm out too. Matter of fact, it was like a bunch of black guys standing together, heard something. They all started running the same way because everything on his right side went behind. His head stood still and everything else went.
I would love to shoot that thing.
Ron.
Huh?
No, Ron.
Man, look, you seen all that recoil?
Ron. No, Ron. Ron.
Recoil is a good thing.
No, Ron. You will not survive that kind of recoil.
It's okay. What better way to go? I mean, I want honestly, you're not looking at the benefits of that, right? That's
Well,
not
I'm looking at the
recoil.
benefit.
That's not recoil. You know what that is? That's a body massage with no hand.
Body massage. No,
Right.
no.
Look at all of them. Look at all your muscles being moved around.
Bro, that is a clear indication of I want my bones to be dislocated because it's gonna be like a Jenga, the Jenga, the Jenga game. You move.
See, think for
You
yourself.
remove one and everything
agrees
else
with
falls
me.
down.
Think for
It's
yourself.
gonna-
Agrees with me. Look, he said, laugh out loud. Look, that's okay. He said he's right. He said that's the bright side. See, he's
And the
looking
benefit.
at it like, you know what? I can go to the range, shoot that one time, and get a whole body massage. Everything in your body's gonna move,
You're right.
even your
Everything-
bowels.
You're right, and it's gonna be obliterated. Your collarbone is. You remember the old song? Your knee bone is connected to your hip bone or something like that. Boy, all your bones are gonna get straight dislocated and put in different places. Your shin
You're gonna
is gonna
shoot
be
that
your
thing
shoulder.
one time.
Your shoulder is gonna be your tailbone. Your tailbone is gonna run back into your skull. All your bones are gonna get freaking shifted. What is you crazy?
You're gonna get a whole body massage. You're gonna shit, piss, and throw up at the same time.
Man, you're gonna shit, piss. No, even your liver is gonna look like your damn bicep muscle, blah, 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 like Jello, blah, 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 and it's just gonna obliterate all by itself. It's like my old friend Marvin the Martian used to say, "I'm going to hit you with my annihilator ray."
You're like, what happened to you?
Boy, he's gonna get torn up
You're
with
like,
that
what
thing.
happened
No.
to you? I shot this gun and it made everything in my body move. I mean,
No.
I can't.
Those no. The benefits are not worth it. No.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Your collarbone does
I
not
mean-
need to be stuck in your ass cheek.
you gotta think about it. What makes a man great? How good the story he tells. And imagine that. That's like fisherman tells. I caught the largest fish. Imagine
Hold on,
that
let me-
recoil.
I learned from before. You ain't gonna have a tail to tell when your ass gets freaking obliterated by the Kraken.
He ain't gonna be at the top for like 3 weeks.
3 weeks, try like 3 years. Your jaw's gonna be up here.
You're like, why you stop talking? I can't control my saliva every time I open my mouth. It just...
Did you see how his whole right side just
Bro,
look like water?
I know. I seen a body massage. That's all I saw was a body. I seen all his muscles being massaged at one time. So one shot, full body massage.
That's right.
You done. You don't even have to go to a spa. You just boom, one shot, full body massage.
No, that's right.
That's a stress reliever. You're gonna see all that body massage is gonna take all your.
No. All right, let's see what happens with bulletproof glass.
Glass next, and we're gonna shoot it with the Kraken. Golly!
Yes.
This bulletproof glass is extremely tough. Apparently, a knock volley gun will make it through this bulletproof glass. All 7 rounds smacking this thing, and 2 bullets made it out the back when we hit some body armor with the knock volley gun. This is a Premier Body Armor level 4 plate. It has already been shot, but it's still plenty tough.
Plenty tough, man.
Oof. All of them hit right there. All in the same spot.
That ain't gonna hurt that bad.
That's gonna be a no. No.
No.
No. No. No.
So you're saying it's not useful? Is what you're saying?
No, it's not useful. That is no. No.
See. This
No.
I don't understand it. So
No.
you telling me that if a bunch of armored Toyota Corollas,
look, they could all come meow 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 meow, looking like minions. Matter of fact, they could all be looking like minions coming to get me. I'm gonna just turn around, take that crack and lay it right down in front of them, be like, come and get me. That's not a must-have. Hell stinking no. No, that's a no for me.
I like it.
No.
That's the Toyota Corolla killer right there.
That's not a Toyota Corolla killer. That's that thing. Look, that thing is gonna obliterate anything. Look, again, we're talking about.
Think about it, Jake. Nope, you gotta think about it. We talking about government terror, right? What does the government drive?
Look, I said it
bulletproof
before.
What? They driving bulletproof armored vehicles, right? So if there is tyranny and they coming to get you in a bulletproof armored tyranny, and you got one of these,
in this way, Ron, you must have forgotten that I did a video reaction on a SWAT team that went to go arrest a guy at his house, and he threw a knife at the window of the SWAT vehicle, and the vehicle window cracked. So you talking about putting this cracking against a SWAT vehicle? No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No. No. That's mass murder.
There ain't gonna be no SWAT no more. It's gonna be squat.
No, it's gonna be called quat. Because ain't gonna be nothing but liquefied everything. Quat. That's the liquid they use to clean stuff with. Jeez. No, that's a no for me. That
That's
thing
nice.
is that thing is way too powerful. No.
I like the recoil.
No.
I mean, you think about it. Let's just say you want to learn how to do backflips, right? If you jump up and fire at the correct time, you can do a backflip without no effort at all. Told you it was useful.
So you want to be Yosemite Sam all over again.
There you go. So think about it. If you jump, boom, you're gonna do a backflip because of the recoil. You're gonna take you all the way around. With enough momentum, you'll be back to your feet again. Useful.
You think you landed on your feet because your feet is in your head now, and your head is at your feet. Matter of fact, your head is in your ass.
At that point,
because your whole body, your whole body went into reformat. You thought you was a what's that Bumblebee character? It's a car, the Transformer.
Yeah.
You use that thing, you're gonna become a transformer because everything inside you is gonna transform into something totally different.
See, think for yourself is seeing things the way I'm seeing, right? You
Oh, I
gotta look
see
at
it.
it. See, look, honestly speaking, I think this would be a good episode for Mythbusters to test the myth. If you jump up and you fire, will it make?
The myth is you will not survive. That's the myth.
I mean, by the time you come back around, there'll probably be a casket there waiting for you. But
Yeah, you done die. Look, that thing done blew you 10 years backwards. So you're not even alive anymore. All right, let's
that'll
go.
be the moment you'll find out what Oblivia is.
Boy, talking about me and your demographic.
23 shells.
Okay, now we both are into shotguns. We both like shotguns. You know, I'm an avid lover of the Mossberg, even though I have another one, but Mossberg is my preference. And I know you have shotguns as well.
Uh-huh.
So, is this useful or not?
Yep, you heard that right. Meet the X-Rail shotgun system is a high-capacity magazine conversion for 12-gauge shotguns. Designed and produced in the USA, it replaces the standard tubular magazine with a 4-tube rotating assembly. Instead of one tube holding 4 to 8 shells, the X-Rail's 4 stacked tubes index as you fire, giving up to 23 total 12-gauge rounds before reloading. It feeds standard 2 3/4 inch and many 3-inch shot shells depending on platform. X-Rail fits popular shotguns like Remington 870, Mossberg 500, and select Benelli and Winchester models. Complete shotgun builds with X-Rail can exceed 1,200 plus. In the United States, legality varies by state and local law. High-capacity tubular systems may be restricted in jurisdictions with magazine capacity.
Nobody cares.
Useful or not?
Extremely useful. Matter of fact, you can't even live without it.
I got to tell you, I totally agree.
I like it.
I mean, that we saw in one of our other episodes, we saw a shotgun that had the tubular action actually designed into the shotgun.
Right.
Four cylinders, 5 rounds. I think it was 8 rounds each, but it was a tubular. So every time you got rid of the 8, you had to turn it 8. Turn it. 8, turn.
I remember
This one is doing it automatically.
That's nice though.
Automatically.
See, that's what I like. Automatic.
You ain't no more hustling and bustling.
Right.
You come at me with your little slingshot 9mm, your Uzi. I pull this out, and I can tell you right now, by the time you get that first round out, you Swiss cheese 3 times over. 3 times over.
Yeah, that's nice though. I like that. I like that. That'll be a nice one to add to the collection. I mean, every last one of them I like because I like guns.
There's this one I can't do the cracking. I can't do it. I could do every single one that we talked
you're
about.
cracking me up.
Look, you can keep that octopus all. You gotta keep that octopus right where it's at.
Like, I ain't trying to crack my shoulder, cracking my shoulder.
I ain't trying to crack it. Look, I've got enough cracked bones, man. No, I can't. I'm not able to afford anymore. I could no.
But all right, I got a question. Out of all the ones that we see, you had a choice. You can only take one. Which one would you take?
Oh, damn, that's a good question.
You only get one.
I'm gonna have to go with the sniper's rifle.
Okay.
The sniper's rifle with that big ass blue bullet.
Yeah.
Because that thing is gonna pierce everything in its way. Everything.
I probably would go with the rat. I would have to go with the last one.
The shotgun? No. See, no. Mm-mm.
As much as I'm more favorable to the bigger guns and more powerful guns, I'm actually going to have to go back to. I would probably go with that one, only because of the functionality of it and it's unique. It had nothing to do with the power.
Okay, so hold on, because I see if I see somebody, if I see this right, something says recap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is it. This is it here. So this function, where did it go?
Gun carries 23 shells. Yep, you heard that right. Meet the X-Rail shotgun system is a high-capacity magazine conversion for 12-gauge shotguns. Designed and produced in the USA, it replaces the standard tubular magazine with a 4-tube rotating assembly. Instead of
23 rounds.
Yep.
23 rounds. Now, if I'm not mistaken, recently you did a video at the range and you had a drum that had 10 rounds.
No, it holds 20.
20 rounds. Okay.
Yeah.
We saw that 20 round drum had a lot of flaws in it.
Right.
Right? So this thing, they say it's flawless
There you go.
because of the automatic feed.
Now the price tag, of course, is gonna make a big difference. But if I had to pick, if I was going to get one and it wasn't going to cost me anything, I'm probably leaning more towards this one. I don't know why, but I am.
600 grain lead hollow point. This is the largest sporting rifle ever made. This thing makes a 50 BMG look like a 22 plinking rifle. We don't have one.
This is the one you said that you wanted.
I know. I want all of them. But and the whole question
But
was,
you said you had to choose one.
if I had to pick one, I still would have to pick that one. As much as I love these, listen, as much as I like all of these guns, but the difference between them is that the only reason why I would have to pick that, because in a self-defense situation, that would be probably the most useful one because of the fact that it's sleek, small, a lot of shotgun shells, home defense, those type of situations. It will be better for that. Now, the other stuff,
biggest,
I gotta get ready.
ridiculous shoulder.
And one round, I mean, I forget how many rounds that hold, but yeah, if I'm
shotgun is 23.
No, I mean, I'm talking about this one. Those hold what? One round.
Yeah, 1 round.
Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking more like that last one. For me, I would still have to go with it because out of all the ones that we were watching, that would be the more useful one that I would actually have more use out of than the other ones. Now, other ones are great to have if it's just a matter of having it for, because they're way more powerful and stuff. But if there was something that would have been, in my opinion, a little more useful, that would have been it. And then
Well,
the fact that I like
agree.
the fact that I like to go to the gun range, I wouldn't mind taking it to
holding
the range
4 to 8 shells.
The
If
fact
we
that
had
I
to go
don't have
with-
to keep reloading.
Right.
That's
If we had to go with out of all the weapons that we saw tonight's episode,
Yeah.
this is not a weapon, it's an attachment. I had to bring it in because we're both avid shotgun people. And that's the reason why I brought it in, is because we're avid shotgun people.
Right.
And I know how you like drum formatted for certain weapons.
I like laziness. Semi-automatic. Fully automatic. If I can have somebody sit there and load it for me, I have them do that too.
Well, shit, Ron.
No, I'm just joking.
You're making it difficult for society. I'm gonna have to say it's useful. That X-File it's. I agree with you. If it's for home protection, it is extremely useful because just the other day I watched a video of two guys breaking into somebody's house in Florida, and as soon as they cut the screen on the window, all you heard was pop, 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 and one of them fell. So again, You come up with something like this that's got 23 rounds in it, you're gonna hear. And what's great about it, and this comes more to you specifically, because I watched you do this. The format of having the drum under the shotgun and having that extra weight. Now you have a smaller drum style,
right,
in the front of the actual on the barrel itself, feeding it. So the weight capacity now, there's no center weight. Now it's just giving you more control over the recoil now because you have that extra weight there. Yeah, it's suppressors. Yes, you know, that's a funny statement. Suppressors, because I saw somebody put a suppressor on a shotgun. No, let me rephrase that. They put it on an an AK-47. They put a silencer on a suppressor on the actual AK-47, and they specifically said that the AK still sounded the same with the suppressor on. Now I heard it, and I gotta say, that suppressor did no justice. I mean, you may have heard it a little bit different, but now
that's loud.
Listen. I'm gonna quote somebody else, Miss Phoenix, Miss Red Phoenix. You remember she's the one I first started showing everybody what she's into. She's more into holsters and stuff like that. Right. She fired a 12 gauge shotgun with a suppressor on it.
That'll make it different.
It didn't do much justice suppressing that noise. Hell no. I believe that a suppressor is only good for certain weapons. Because there's certain weapons out there that you need to have that loud boom come out.
Yeah. Now
the boom tends to scare people a little bit more.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, even though I know we love to joke around, but when it comes to suppressors, and I'm reason why I'm pointing this out because I think a lot of time people don't understand. I'm not saying everybody. If you guns and fire, the reason why I had to point this out is because a lot of these politicians and stuff like that were going after suppressors, acting like they were some bad, horrible thing. They act like that these, suppressors suppress the sound. They try to make it look like some gangster type stuff. Understanding the purpose behind a suppressor. The reason why they made suppressors is number one and only reason is to protect your hearing. That's what they're for. There was not for none of the stuff that they try to paint picture of what suppressors are. Suppressors and silencers were there to protect your hearing. Now, I'm explaining to you what I mean by that. Is this. If you're in a gunfight situation and somebody's attacking you, and you just happen to have a suppressor on your gun, when that gun goes off, it suppresses the sound enough where it won't be, where you can actually use your hearing. But yet they use this very same thing to try to make a person into felons and all this other stuff, and try to make it all of this complication behind something that's supposed to be for your safety, to protect your ears. And that was the intent behind suppressors, is to suppress the sound. Because here's the thing. Let's say you're in a gunfight. I mean, you're in a situation, somebody trying to carjack you at a gas station, however this stuff transpired, right? Are you going to have ear protections on in the moment?
No.
That's the reason behind it. So if you got a gun with a suppressor on it to suppress the sound, if something was to happen, guess what? You'll still walk away with your hearing. It's not, because we all know how loud firearms are.
True.
So again, that was the purpose behind the suppressor. Not we don't need suppressors because you can't hear the gun going off and robbers and thieves, the stuff you see in movies and all the stuff these politicians try to play this game at. No, the whole purpose behind the suppressor is to protect your hearing. And the reason why you should have access, and they should not have been trying to regulate and put all this stuff, is if you're in a self-defense situation, you're not walking around with earphones on. You're not walking around with earplugs in your head. That gun suppress guarantees that you're not going to lose your hearing.
True.
Trying to save your own life. But that's I had to point that part out.
No, and it's true, and this may sound funny, yet I think it's very understandable. They wouldn't have made battery operated cars if they thought they were safe. Look at how many people got hit by battery operated cars because they couldn't hear the car coming.
Right.
They didn't ban them cars. They just
Quiet.
they multiplied them, but can make more of them.
Too quiet.
Yeah, it's too quiet. You can't hear it.
And Jay, you
A
know,
blind person crossing the street does not hear a Tesla coming.
no. Nor are they going to feel it. Because, you know, if a person blind, they might have more sensitive to sound and vibrations and stuff like that.
Right.
So if you hear boom of an engine, you might pick up the vibration that something's getting close to you.
and
But
you're
the
going back
Tesla,
up.
they too quiet.
Way too quiet. So
Way too
I
quiet.
agree with you that it's made for sound. And the reason why I mentioned the Tesla or any battery operated car is because when you remove the sound, it is for the protection of the person that in this essence driving the car. It's not for the longevity of travel. It's so that they don't have any other issues while driving the car. They can focus more on what's happening on the road, and actually it's the opposite. They do less focusing on the road with them damn battery operated cars. So
Yeah,
that's
and then my
the
thing
worst
is-
part.
And then, like, all right, let's say somebody's intentionally trying to run you over, and they got a gas car. What are you going to hear? You ain't going to hear those Teslas.
On the Tesla, gonna wee.
So,
Like a pig is just trying to get out the yard. Wee.
yeah, so it's, I mean, like I said, the
No,
suppressors, the design behind it, the intent behind the suppressor from its original design was to protect your hearing. You put
Right.
a suppressor on your firearm. If you was happen to run into a situation where you have to protect yourself, the suppressor is already attached to the firearm, the noise is going to be suppressed down enough that you'll probably still survive. I mean, your hearing will
The
survive.
hearing
the
won't
moment.
be bad, right?
Now, if somebody's coming to rob you and stuff like that, now hopefully they don't have no suppressor on there, and their ears can't hit. It take them 2 weeks to get their hearing back.
Right. Yeah.
We go to hybrid.
I bet it'd be bad. Somebody come rob somebody in a Tesla with a silencer on their pistol. Oh yeah, that's a double factor right there. Yeah, somebody in a muscle car and come out with the damn cracking, boom, and then
Yeah, I know. Whoa, boom, whoa, boom.
that's no joke.
And they pull up in the Tesla in the 22 with a suppressor.
It's crazy. Wait, don't talk about the tasers because the police department I showed you a moment ago with the Minion car, that's what they have as tasers. Okay?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Ain't nowhere in the world you get me.
SWAT rolls up with tasers.
If I was in that country and they was hiring for police officers, and that was how I had to be, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Y'all keep that job. I don't get no gun. I get what? I get
taser.
handcuffs
You get handcuffs and a taser.
and a taser. Yeah, nah.
Handcuffs and a taser. But better,
Yeah,
look. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna sound funny, but it was very, very successful. Okay, and I mean this with all true sincerity. It was very, very successful. Okay, New York City many years ago I'm sure they still have it now, but many years ago it was much more profound. There's something that's called an auxiliary police department. The auxiliary police department had nothing but nightsticks and handcuffs. They made more arrests between 1980 and 1988. They made more arrests than police officers did in them years. And all they had was nightsticks and handcuffs. So it might be some truth in it. There's police departments in India that walk around with yardsticks.
I got a
Hold
question.
on.
Though. I got a question about the nightstick.
Go ahead.
In the daytime, is it still a nightstick?
Hell no. If you call it a nightstick and you're walking in daylight, why is it called a nightstick?
Right. This is a good question, though. You call it a nightstick, but it's daytime. So in the daytime, is it still a nightstick? I thought it was a nightstick, meaning you only get get to use it at night.
Right. I agree. I agree.
So the question is, and if you a police officer and you got day shift and you got a nightstick, is it still a nightstick?
It's not a nightstick anymore. It's a club.
A billy club. Oh man. Appreciate it.
As you can
Appreciate
tell, the little one
hitting the like button.
turn my arm up.
Appreciate y'all hitting the subscribe button.
Yes,
Another
hit that
great
subscribe.
show.
Ow!
So
Give
with
me
your
a
dog,
moment.
man.
She got me good. Give me a moment.
Man, chill out, dog. We just talking about guns. He might end up using it. Who
Give
that,
me a
Chamberlain?
No, it's Layla.
Oh man. That's funny, man. That's
Layla
funny.
keeps forgetting she's not a Malinois, but she keeps trying.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. For those that are still on the line, appreciate y'all hanging in there.
Yes, yes.
Another great show.
Think for
Fun.
yourself. Appreciate you being here the whole time with us. We appreciate your input.
Fun.
Definitely appreciate your input. Think for
Y'all
yourself.
hit the like button.
Share the channel. Somebody else might like what we talk about here on Fridays.
Yeah. We try to make it fun.
Yeah, see, my bad, Ron. My bad. You know, on my side, I key in that delay, so I think you actually paused.
No, you good.
So my apologies. Think for yourself. We appreciate you stepping in here and hanging out with us for a while. And if you like the content, please share the content. Let everybody know that here on Firearm Fridays, we talk, as you can tell, we talk about guns. We talk about everything that leads to guns, gun safety, gun laws, anything dealing with the Second Amendment. That's what we focus on. And of course, we do add in a lot of other things. You can catch some of our replays on other topics that we talked about, including how traveling with your own firearm is against the law in some states. How some states want you to put your gun in a box, put your bullets in another box, and both boxes have to be locked in the back of your car. So, you know, if you're getting robbed, you got to go to tell the robber, no, I got to go to the trunk first and unlock the trunk and then unlock the box and unlock the other box. And then we could really talk about being robbed. We had a real good one about that one. So, you know, I'll give you one of the funniest ones. You want to have a real good laugh, think for yourself, being that you seem to like our content. Look at our one that we talked about, bulletproof vests. Okay. There's a segment we did about bulletproof vests.
He had to bring that up. I finally got that out of my head. He had to bring that up. Now I got the whole vision back again.
There's a bulletproof curtain that's on the market right now. Brother Ron and myself, we actually talked about this thing. Yeah, look, you got to watch the video. It's a bulletproof curtain. It's for the car. They say you can take it out the car. If you're getting robbed, you know, you take it out, you handle your business. The funny thing is watching the narrator say, well, being that he has the actual bulletproof curtain, I'm just going to shoot him in the eye instead. And watch the guy's reaction when he says he's going to get shot in the eye. That's where it got real funny. And, of course, a whole bunch of other stuff. So here on Firearm Fridays, you know, if you like the content, as you see, we tend to be humorous about it. We tend to be serious. We want to give people, you know, a lot of things to look about, think about when we talk and have our comments. But our main focus is Second Amendment right, the right to bear arms. So, you know, we do a lot. We do a lot. Brother Ron and I, we've done a lot, and we keep doing a lot, and we got a lot more shows to come. So please like the channel, subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when we come back on. It's every Friday Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m., maybe 7:30. In between there, we don't have control over the satellites, but if we get them guns we were talking about today on today's show, boy, them satellites are coming out the sky. Matter of fact, I'll be the one to get them just to shoot them out the sky. I'm tired of the damn internet keep going out every time we're trying to do our show. Go back to dial-up. This way we can guarantee that the damn thing's not going to get disconnected. But we appreciate everybody stopping through. Definitely. And, of course, big old shout-out to Justice Runs on Diesel. So far, Justice once again has stumped my brain into thinking about things.
Yeah.
Dang on Justice. Great guy. Plethora of information. And he's one guy that I really enjoyed having on the show.
Yeah, I did too.
Ron, I apologize for long-winding it, but
no, you good, bro.
I just wanted to get that out there. I really appreciate when someone stands, when the group of people stand by.
Hanging there with us, yeah, because it was fun. I enjoyed myself, man. It woke me up, got me, you know how you had them days, you just kind of like, I mean, Fire on Friday gives you a time to just kind of wind down from all of the whatever going on or whatever, and get into talk stuff that you really want to talk, and
True.
enjoy and get to enjoy the show and talk about it, get to interact with some of the people on this, that's in the chat and stuff like that. And it was a fun show. It was a real fun show.
Boaviles, what's good? Welcome. Better late than never. Yes, enjoy your holiday coming up.
Yes, and everybody, before we get off, make sure you hit the like button. But please also, man, enjoy your holidays. Enjoy the days that's coming up. Jay, my brother, once again, another great show.
Great show.
Great show. It was funny. It was real funny. And my jaws are hurt from laughing some of the stuff. And we try to make it entertaining. Like, guns, right. Sometimes people try to make everything so serious around it. And yes, we believe in being safe, and but also bring some fun and some humor around it also, man, because some of the stuff you come across, you just be thinking so. And here's the thing, and I like recoil. So everything Jay picked out on this stuff, because I didn't know where he was going with this. I'm going to call this the recoil show. But I like recoil.
Yeah, you do.
And the more recoil, the more excited I get, because I don't know what that is. I get, like I got a recoil fetish or something. I don't know.
Look, we have seen we've seen before today's show, we've seen 3 other individuals deal with recoil in the most ridiculous ways and the funniest ways and the most dangerous ways. Yet today's recoils on today's show with the recoils, I have to say this one knocked it out the shoulder.
Hey, it's funny. Before we get off the show, before we go into the, closing out the show, but the guy Kentucky Ballistics, the one that doing most video, he actually has a video where he's shooting the 458 SOCOM that I have behind me. He was shooting it through center blocks. Yeah, he has a video shooting 458 SOCOM, and he was shooting through center blocks. I'm gonna send you the video, Jay. I have it somewhere. I'm gonna send you the video.
Okay.
Same firearm that I have behind me. I'm gonna send you the video. But I'll send it to you later, Jay. We can, we'll maybe bring it on whatever. Yeah. But with that said, everybody, appreciate y'all again. We get ready to close out, and make sure y'all get the number one before we close out. Like, subscribe. You also OG Network 26. OG Network 26 promo code 15% off if you spend $35 from top to bottom hair and skincare. Unfortunately, we forgot to run the commercials. We should have been running the commercials on. Shame on me, shame on him. I'm blaming him too. I ain't in this together. I'm not in this by myself.
Damn.
But yeah,
okay.
If you're looking for great hair care products, skincare products, candles, air freshener, they're making a whole bunch of different stuff. And believe me when I tell you, so if you're not sure how to find the website, always go right on to you go right to my channel, click the link, and it'll take you right to the store. And if you spend $35 or more and you're like, you hit that $35 mark, put in OG Network 26 promo code, and then it'll take 15% off of that. And and they got make some great product, hair care products, skincare products. I use it all. I use it all. I want to give a shout out to the Republican Party. Thank you for everything you have done for the Black community. We are grateful for the only party that shows us support. Wow. And I know we wasn't talking politics, but I'm gonna have to second that one.
And I'll triple it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to second it. And I know some people don't see what they're saying, but honestly speaking, if you really look into it, you'll understand where it's at with that. But what it is what it is.
Thank you, Seth. Thank for yourself.
Yeah.
I did.
And we get ready to close out with our theme music. And make sure y'all check out our wonderful, great Fire on Friday theme music.
Fire on Friday theme music.
Get out of the way, thing.
Fuck OG. Firearm Friday show. Step in, we come live. Yeah, OG Network on. Whole room for the vibe. Yeah. Run, talk, let it slide. Opinions don't matter. Keep that mouth closed up when the bass get fatter. Yeah. That tatula in the cut. Got the whole block jumping. Go to for loud laugh. Make the whole night something. Hands up, don't panic. We came for the win. Flow start shaking when the crew walk in. Say it one time and say it again. If you know, you know. We don't need pretend. OG Network. OG Network. Round opinions don't matter.
Fat tatula.
Make the whole place shatter. OG Network, OG, tell them who the king is.
Chula, fat tatula.
Every mouth get fierce. Chrome on the smile and the crowd get louder. Talk slick online, steal your phone when we around your firearm Friday. Heavy on the chest, not a game, not a test. So we the loudest in the West. Ron got a lot to say, but we never need that. We in the front row where the real ones react. Fat that Chula grand like he know the whole script. OG Network stamp, put it all on the wrist. Hands up, don't panic, we came for the win. Flow start shaking when the crew walk in. Say it one time, then say it again. If you know, you know. We don't need pre. OG Network. OG Network. Round opinions don't matter.
Fat tatula.
Make the whole place shatter. OG Network. Tell them who the king is.
Fat tatula.
Every mouth.
Unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they probably killing you. No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from top to bottom hair and skincare. That's top to bottom hair and skincare. www.top2bottom.com. Use for unique.com.
Look,
Follow my saying.
grand, every doubt gets broken. Let them keep the talk, we just keep it moving. Big